Hi guys, welcome to episode 12 of building this awesome big 16 base plate clone base mock. Can't believe that we got so far already. It's looking huge already and it's not even halfway finished. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue building. In this episode we are probably gonna work or probably finish really this area. Like maybe some pieces we'll need to order probably if we really want to finish this off, but it will be mostly done. This conference room, very excited to get building on this, make chairs, style this whole area, make this little podium, make the walkway around it, make some more walls around it. Very excited to work on this area. Other than that, we're probably gonna continue to work on this area. We also really want to get these out walls, like the outer walls done, and also start at some rock work. Like not go high, but still just get the general shape done of the base and start working on these doors. But yeah, we'll have to see how far we can get in this episode. We also got a really big bricklink order in, full of tiles. So we're just gonna tile everything off. Not everything, but most of it. Start tiling off the hangers, start designing some bits and pieces here and there. Really try to get rid of all these studs. And we're probably also gonna work on a bit more rock work. Really like how this rock work looks. I think we've done a pretty good job capturing the vibe we want with this rock work. So yeah, really, I don't even know that it is a thing, a vibe with rock work, but yeah, don't care. Vibe with rock work, really like how this looks. So yeah guys, if you're excited, definitely drop us a like already, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, feel free to leave a comment already. No, just watch the episode first, and yeah, let's start with the haul. So a big package arrived. This package here, I said in the intro that it was from Bricklink, but it isn't. It's from the Pick-a-Brick. We got a really good deal on this. Not really good deal, but we found a really good deal on light bluish gray tiles. So this was the cheapest option to get as much ground covered in our clone base. And yeah, we bought tiles at the Pick-a-Brick on the Lego shop. Let me open up this package. We bought 800 of these 2x2 light bluish gray tiles, or like stone gray colored tiles. No idea why they are naming those differently on the Lego shop, but yeah, this was a great deal, the cheapest option if you want to cover a lot of ground. So for anyone interested, if you need light gray tiles to tile off certain areas like hangers, this is the cheapest option there is. Not Bricklink, but the pep wall and this type of piece. But okay, really happy that we got this order in. We will be able to cover a lot of ground with this. So yeah, without anything further to say guys, let's start tiling. The first area we tiled off was the mess hall / sleeping quarters. We ran out of light bluish gray 2x2 tiles earlier, and now with that big order we can finally put down some tiles. I also made some sort of stripe with yellow and dark bluish gray tiles just to have something different in the floor, and I really like how this little area is coming along. Next area where I could start to tile is our conference room. I basically went with the same sort of red carpet design that we have throughout the whole base. I used dark red and dark bluish gray to create the pathway. I also worked on the back area of the conference room. I used light bluish gray here and created a nice transition with a dark bluish gray stripe that follows the pattern of the walls a bit, the shape of the walls, and this will act as a border between our beautiful tiled off conference room, the stylish floor, and then the more boring floor in the back. Like you guys can see, I'm also now putting down that sort of stylish floor for this conference room, going with the same design that we used in Naboo, just basically the chessboard design with dark tan tiles and light tan tiles. Then I started working on the little speech area, the little podium. Here you can stand on and give a speech to all the people listening to you in the conference room. Then I started to work on our second floor, added in some more wall details with that little snot design, using those spring-loaded shooters and then some slopes to create a nice looking, clean looking design that we use throughout our whole base. I also worked on the back side and created some nice ventilation openings, really like how these look. I also worked a bit on the other side of our second floor in our conference room, basically putting down the bricks to create the same design as you can see below, with that little snot panel that looks really nice. And yeah, I really like how it's coming along. In the meantime, Geoffrey could also work on our gate. This gate will lead to our lower hangar where our custom bark speeders and custom ATRTs are parked. This is just the general shape, it's also on a 45-degree angle. This design is not yet final. Afterwards it was time to do some more tiling. We tiled off our lower hangar with light bluish gray 2x2 tiles. We also left some openings here and there just to be able to add in some jumper plates later on when we want to place down some minifigs. Really like how this looks. It's crazy that by just putting down some tiles the area looks way more finished. So yeah, really happy how this looks. We also could start tiling off our hangar. We designed a bit and already put down the first tiles. You guys will have a better understanding of how the tiling and the shapes will look once we get all the parts in to be able to finish this design. That will probably happen in next episode or the episode afterwards. Now it's finally time to do some rock work and general terrain. We're working on the base plate right next to our conference hall, just trying to get the general shape, the general outer shape of our base done, just so you guys have a better understanding of how the base will look and how the terrain around it will look. I went with dark tan and then of course dark bluish gray slopes. I also put in a little dark tan sloped area just to have a better transition between our dark tan ground and our rock work, trying to build as high as possible. I'm now gonna try to just build everything 12 bricks high, and then in a future episode we're gonna make it even higher than that, of course. We also decided to spice up the terrain right underneath the rockwork a bit more. Now it was just looking a bit flat, so we removed some 4x6 plates and added in some smaller plates, made some different levels, added in some G-slopes. This terrain is not yet final, it's just a rough shape of how we want it to look like. Just gonna try to finish off the terrain roughly around the full base, just to give you guys a better understanding of how the whole mock will look. Later on we will be adding some curved slopes, some more G-slopes, some plants, etc. just to make it as interesting as possible, of course. We also started to extend the terrain towards the end of the base plate. I also added in some little green, olive green islands. These islands will have some plant life on it because the dark tan is some sort of like deserty area, but still with some plant life. So here and there we want to make a green, olive green island with some plants on, just to make the terrain as interesting as possible. But yeah, I really like how this is coming along, and we're definitely making good progress on the terrain. I really love how this rock work is coming along. It looks great already. Really like the clean transition between our landscape and our rock work. The rock work itself isn't crazy, just I think it looks good. I will add some more snot techniques here and there just to make the rock work a bit more interesting than it already is. I also really like how the terrain looks. So yeah, pretty happy so far with how this area is turning out. So guys, this is where I'm going to wrap up episode 12 of building a clone base. We made a huge amount of progress, worked on this outer landscape area with the rock work and then yeah, just some general terrain. Then tiled a whole area of in the base. We worked on tiling of this area here. I know it's a bit dark, but lights will be added in later on. That's definitely something we want to do, but yeah, we tiled off that area there in the back. We tiled off this lower hangar area, fully tiled it off, really happy with how that is looking. We also tiled off this conference room. In a future episode we're definitely gonna work on the furniture in this room and also like really finish off this room. Now it's still a bit blank, but finishing is definitely one of our goals in a future episode. We also started working on tiling off the hangar. A bricklink package is on its way. and with that package we will be able to finish off the hangar. So yeah, we made a good amount of progress, did some building, did some tiling. Really happy with how this clone base is currently looking. I think for next episode we're gonna take a little break of the base and work on terrain mainly. I think that's the smartest thing to do. I really want to get some terrain done before we start to work on the base, so I think I'll do that next episode. But yeah, we will still see how we do stuff. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed, definitely drop me a like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys already think about this huge looking base. Definitely give some suggestions if you want some rooms to be added in certain places. We still have some space, so yeah, feel free to leave down some suggestions. And yeah guys, other than that, definitely subscribe, you don't want to miss this awesome building series, and we'll catch you in episode 13 of Building a Clone Base. Till then, bye bye guys, take care.